Hey guys, welcome to Wrenchin. My name is Ben, and I am in the middle of wrenching on my 2008 Infiniti FX35. Doing some exhaust work, I took out the Y pipe and was about to put the new one in when I noticed the drain plug for the transfer case is right where it's supposed to go. And since all this is wide open, it makes sense to go ahead and change out the fluid for the transfer case before I put the new Y pipe back in. So that's what I'm going to do. I already had everything I needed, and I just had to get some ATF. It calls for putting proprietary Nissan ATF into the transfer case, but I found this Valvoline Max Life multi-vehicle ATF that says it's suitable for use in place of Nissan transmission fluids. I hesitated for a bit when I thought about doing this because I always like to change out the drain plugs if I can. Both of these plugs are pretty difficult to find, so I'm just going to reuse these, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to change this out while I got it all open like this. Since I've already got the car jacked up, I can loosen the plugs and then drop it down and take them out the rest of the way to drain the fluid. That way I make sure I get all the fluid out of there that I can. I'm still not sure if my aftermarket Y pipe is going to fit in there, so I did order a new OEM Y pipe. And while I wait for that, I'm going to go ahead and do this fluid change. I always start by loosening the fill plug first. This one's got a 10mm hex, and I've got a 10mm hex bit on my ratchet. I'll just make sure it's seated in there as good as I can get it, and then make sure that that'll come out before I get started. That was in there tight, but I cracked it open. So now that it's loose, I can move on to taking out the drain plug. It takes a 1/2" drive bit, so I can just use my 1/2" breaker bar and see if it's just as hard to crack this one open. Oh, there we go. This one wasn't too bad. So now that I know this is loose, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the car down so I can drain this fluid properly. With the wheels back on the floor, I'll go ahead and take the fill plug out the rest of the way. I'll need to replace the crush washer that came off of this. And since I'm so close to the ground now, I can't get my breaker bar in here, but I do have a small half-drive ratchet that I can use. So I'll take that drain plug out the rest of the way. So I'll make sure my catch pan is strategically placed. Take this drain plug out the rest of the way. And there we go. That looks pretty dirty for ATF, so I'll give that time to drain completely. I'll wipe off the drain plug. It's got little bits of metal because it's magnetic, so it picks up any metal that comes out of the transfer case. I'm sure a little bit's probably normal, but I don't know what bad looks like. I think this is probably okay though. So I'll wipe this off. I imagine the best thing to do would be to replace this rubber gasket, but it looks like it's kind of part of the drain plug. I had a tough time finding a new drain plug, so I'm gonna pretend this is okay to reuse and just reinstall it like this. I would use some brake cleaner to get those metal bits out of the inside of there, but I don't want to mess up the rubber seal using brake cleaner on it, so I'm just going to leave that there. And now that all the fluid's drained out, I'll go ahead and put the drain plug back in. I'm going to turn it as though I'm loosening it until those threads drop into where they're supposed to go, and then I'll turn it back the other way slowly by hand to make sure I'm not cross-threading it. I'll tighten it by hand and then it gets torqued down to 25 to 30 foot-pounds. Since I won't be able to get my torque wrench in here right now, I'm just going to tighten it down with this, and then I'll torque it down once I get the vehicle lifted back up again. So I'll snug it up with this as tight as I can, and now I'm ready to fill the fluid. I'm using a fluid transfer pump. It's got a plunger that you use to push the fluid through it. The tube on this side closest to the actual pump handle goes up into the bottle, and the other tube goes right in the fill hole, and then I'll just pump fluid in until it comes out of that hole. And there it's starting to come out, so I know it's full. Scoop my catch pan over to catch that, and now I can take my fill hose back out. And there we go, that's what new ATF should look like. And I'll have to make a quick trip to go get a crush washer for my fill plug because I don't have any that are that big. I cleaned up the fill plug with some brake cleaner, and now I'm ready to put a crush washer on it. I got these crush washers off Amazon. I'll link these in the description. I found the right size crush washers by just measuring where the threads are. That's about 18mm. And then measuring the head of the fill plug, I can see that it's about 25mm. It's 18mm on the ID and about 25mm on the OD. So that's gonna fit this plug well. I also cleaned the outside of the transfer case with some brake cleaner and a rag. It'd be a good idea to go ahead and check the level again. I would use a dollar store turkey baster to squirt some more ATF in there and just make sure that it comes out the hole. And that way you know none of it leaked out if you waited a few days to finish this up like I did. But I'm good with it, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this fill plug back in. I'll get it tightened down by hand. And then both of these plugs get torqued down to 25 to 30 foot-pounds. So that's not very tight at all. Again, I'm using a 10mm hex bit, and my torque wrench is a 1/2 inch, so I'm using a 1/2 inch to 3/8 adapter. The drain plug over here is a 1/2 inch, so I don't need any adapters for that. And I would suggest using some thread sealer on this drain bolt. I didn't put any on mine, but I will link some in the description. It'd be a good idea to put some on that before you put it back in. And again, I removed my Y pipe to get to this, so you may have a difficult time getting to this drain plug if your Y pipe is still installed. But hopefully you can still get to this, because it's really all you need to do to change this transfer case fluid. So with that, we're done. We've got new fluid in the transfer case. I'm gonna go ahead and put this Y pipe back on. You can see that in a separate video. I'll link it in the description. So I'm gonna leave it jacked up to get this Y pipe finished, but that is it for this video. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in the next video.